morning, good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning again. For those of you who are there, just take a second and share this message with somebody that you know. So a family member, forward it, share it, copy it, paste it, however you want to do it for me, please. Thank you. I know yesterday we would have celebrated Mother's Day and so forth. You know, it was a bittersweet one for me because I lost my mom during this time last year. So I know it just wasn't me that felt that way yesterday, because we had family members and friends and other persons all around the world didn't have their mother with them to celebrate. But we know we carry our mother with us in our hearts at all times and so forth, you know. We who are left, who has children, who has been a mother to those who have been mothers to children. Mothers doesn't mean that you have to birth those kids yourself. A lot of us are mentors to people who don't have mothers and so on. So those children look up to you as a mother. You know, I have a lot of adopted mothers in my life. You know, I want to give a Mother's Day shout out to you guys as well. Happy belated Mother's Day. Mother's Day should be every day. I should say every day. 365 days of the year we should celebrate our mothers and so forth. You know, I know a lot of us ain't living around our mothers and so on, but be that as it may, we celebrate all of the mothers in the world. So Mother's Day shout out to everybody who I know and the ones who I don't know and so forth, and even the single fathers who are acting as a mother on this Mother's Day who don't get recognized. Happy Mother's Day to you guys too. So as this day go on, like I say, just take this message and share it as much as you can. I felt like Mother's Day just passed, you know, before you blink the year is gone. So we're in the middle of the year and so forth, so let's take the remaining of these time that we have here for 2023 and make the best out of it. Some of the things that we put forward during New Year's that we wanted to accomplish this year has not gone yet. All hasn't been lost yet. Put one foot forward to get those things done that you want to do in your life. The travels that you want to do, I see the country is open up international, so those of you who can try to exit and take a vacation, take a vacation. Give yourself some self-love, some self-care, mentally, physically, and emotionally. We do need it. We look after everybody else and we tend to forget ourselves. Let's not forget ourselves in this time, in this season, in this place, in this arena. Don't forget yourself, okay? Because without self, you can't do nothing for nobody else if you don't take care of yourself, okay? So with giving self-care to ourselves, you know, let's see if we can spread some love and joy and happiness, okay? And pray for our fellow brothers and our fellow sisters who are going through different things right now. And they don't have the time because they're so bombarded with all of these different things that are going on in their life. Let's pray for one another, you know. I try to pray for as much people, the ones who I know and the ones who I don't know. I do pray for you, okay? So I want you to do the same thing. Pray for people who you don't know. Even as I ride and I on the road, when I see persons passing by, I don't know them, but God knows what's going on with them, and I come in agreement with Him, and I pray for them too, for whatever is going on with them, that they be clear, you know, that God deliver them, you know, mentally, physically, and emotionally, because a lot of us has a lot of mental, physically, emotion going on in our life, but we don't want to share it with nobody, because you can't trust a lot of people. The people who you think you can trust, they be the same ones that told you news. Like I told you all in clips before, I don't tell nobody nothing that I don't want to talk. So let me tell you, I don't care if you talk it, you know, because it's not a secret. My life is an open book. I am a mother, I'm a wife, I'm an aunt, I'm a friend, I'm a sister, I'm a niece. You know, I can be whatever y'all want me to be, but I do share things and so forth that I don't care hearing back and so on, because people can talk regardless. When they do see them talking, that means you're not here, you're no longer here on this earth. So don't mind what people talk and mind what people say, because they're gonna talk anyway. Don't let it take nothing off of you and so forth. I know I don't let it take nothing. I still walk with my head held up high. I have fun because we only have one life to live. Look at how many persons are gone from around us. Plenty plenty people are gone, you know. So we're still here. Let's try to make the best. The things that you know you've been trying to do a long time ago. Let's, like I said earlier, let's try to put our foot forward. You know, we try to make 1% chance of trying to do it. Okay? You just start, but you just start putting one foot forward, you know. A lot of us thinking it's always monies and so forth that we need. No, it ain't always money, you know. Try praying that arena, not because you see it ain't happening right now. You're going through so much different things. You forgot about your dream and so forth. No, the dream is still there, and that's the dream God put on you from before you was living in your mother's wombs. Okay, for you to live your life and live it to the fullest. And to live your life and put God inside of your life. Without God, you're not going to feel the happiness. I know I have Him in my life, so I try to be happy as much as I can because I truly appreciate being here. You know what it is to be living in paradise? We're living in paradise and we take it for granted here in the... So while we have the little piece of paradise here in the Bahamas, okay? Like I say, when you drive, really look around. Ask God to take the webs from over your eyes so that you really could see. Some of us is just so sad we can't see nothing. You know what is right there. Look around you. Okay? Go outside. Look around you. Start walking. Look around you. Okay? For those who could go on the internet and look in those places with having wars and stuff like that, boy, if they could just get a glimpse of what we have here, or even just a feel of an hour here where we are right now, you know, that's all they want. But we have it and we're ungrateful. So let's try not being too ungrateful in this season. You know, I didn't say 100% yet because it takes time for persons to heal. For those of you who are in pain and suffering right now, have a loved one that is suffering right now, continue to keep a positive mindset about it. Pray about it and so forth, and praying for others and so forth. It's not going to always be this way. Hard times doesn't last always. Okay? Pain may come at night, but joy will come in the morning. Even if you open up your eye this morning and you're still in pain, you have to speak to that pain and let it know that it doesn't belong here. Touch it, it does not belong here, and you have to leave. You understand? You have to leave. You have to talk to these things, you know. Don't just let them be sitting up there taking residence inside of your body. Talk to it and tell them they have to go. They have to go. Okay? So, as you continue to go through this week, and so on, the remaining of the month of May and so on, just expect the unexpected, the favors. Call for those favors because there's a lot of favors that are out there. Okay? Ask for favors in the northeast, west, and the south, even letting the aunts give you a favor, whatever, whomever. And as we get up today and this week and try to do something, or even trying to walk and so forth, we can walk away all of the pain that we have in our body as well. And as you walk, you pray. You know, you touch whatever spot that is, whatever is going on, and you pray and you walk and have a little chat with God. Okay, He's there, He's listening. Just open up your mouth and speak. Open up your mouth and speak of the promises that God promised us, that you should live and not die, that you are above and not beneath, that you are the head and not the tail, and no good thing that God will withhold from you. Okay? Those are the promises that He made to us. Remember those promises. Look those promises up. Repeat those promises over yourself, over your loved ones, over your family, over your friend, over this nation. Okay? So that we can do better. Okay? Now, yes, I'm not always this way. Sometimes, I make up on the wrong side, but I quickly remind myself of who you are. And remember whom you are. You're a child of God, the Most High God. Okay? He's our Father and He owns everything. He knows how everything works in our body because He's the one that put it together. We did not put it together. Yes, we put a lot of things inside of it that helps to damage it and so forth. But He's the fixer. He's the great fixer. Okay? So it starts with us wanting it and so on. So if we don't want nothing good for our lives, guess what's going to happen? Nothing good. You have to be careful what you speak. Because if you speak it and you seeing all these things and you say, oh, I knew that was going to happen. Why you know it was going to happen? Because you speak it out there. So let's try to be positive. Let's speak some good things over our lives, over our children's lives, over our siblings' life, over our loved ones, over our friends, over the nation. Okay? So let's open up our life and speak the things that we want to see come through. Because remember, it all began with God speaking it into existence. So we can do it as well. Okay? So I know I speak everything what I have. I speak that into existence. Okay, because I know the power of speaking things into existence, and you got it too. Okay, speak it as you want it. If you can't speak it, take a piece of paper and write it down. Okay, write it down and look over it. And even if you have to add to it, you can add to it. It really does work. So as I end this, remember that this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it today. So before you go, if you didn't share it earlier as I was talking, you can take it, and you can take this moment right now and share this with somebody that you love and somebody that you know. Thank you. Love you all and have a wonderful week. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, please. Thank you.
Pandora, a charm that tells so many stories. Each charm has a meaning, sometimes many meanings, one from its designer and more lent to it by the person who wears and loves it. Whether it's a celebration of color or pattern or a tribute to a country, occasion, activity, or most importantly, a person, each charm is designed to tell the personal story of its wearer while showcasing their unique style. Our charms are worn with love on bracelets and necklaces, created especially to be worn in ways unique to those who wear them. Discover Pandora's unique collection of jewelry for your impressive look at the lowest price. Charms, rings, bracelets, and necklaces to match your personality. Check out Pandora in Port Lucaya Marketplace and enjoy 30% off while supplies last. Pandora, open from Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and close on Sundays.